Student, today we are going to discuss chapter number 1, force. This is the fourth part of this chapter. In the last lecture we discussed about equilibrium. I explained what is static equilibrium. Now today we will discuss various examples of static equilibrium. First example, as I have shown over here, suppose you are having a body and you apply F force in this direction and same force in the opposite direction. The net force acting on this body is 0, hence body will remain in its state of rest. So this is the example of static equilibrium. Similarly, if a book is lying on the table, then the weight of the book is acting vertically downward and the normal reaction act in the vertically upward direction. Hence again resultant force is 0. Therefore, the book remain on the table. Similarly, if you are having a physical balance and you place suppose 1 kilogram weight on the left pan and same amount of articles on the right pan, in that case the pans of the physical balance will remain in their horizontal position. They will not move up and down. This is also an example of static equilibrium. Now we will discuss what is dynamic equilibrium. Dynamic mean motion. When various forces are acting on the body and body remain in the same motion, whether it is a rotational motion or it is a translatory motion, body will keep on moving. This type of equilibrium is known as dynamic equilibrium. First example of this is raindrop. When the raindrop fall in the downward direction, then two forces are acting on the raindrop. First is the weight of the raindrop, which is acting vertically downward, and another is buoyant force, which is acting in the upward direction. One more force is there in the upward direction, and that is viscous force. These two forces being equal and opposite cancels each other, hence no net force is acting on the body. Body move with a constant velocity, or raindrop move with a constant velocity in the downward direction. Similarly, if you are having an aeroplane, its weight is acting in the downward direction and the lift move up act and in the upward direction. When these two balances each other, in that case the aeroplane move at a constant height. So this is another example of a dynamic equilibrium. Now the question is, what are the conditions for dynamic equilibrium? Now the conditions for dynamic or condition for equilibrium. First condition is number 1, resultant force acting on the body should be 0. First condition is resultant force should be 0. And the second condition is algebraic sum of moments acting on the body should be 0. That means all the algebraic sum of all the moments should be 0. In that case also the body will remain in equilibrium. So only two conditions are there. One, resultant force should be 0, and second, the algebraic sum of moments should be 0. Now next topic which we are going to discuss is principle of movement. Whenever the body is in a state of equilibrium, in that case what happens? Algebraic sum of moment is 0. And suppose you are having two moment, clockwise movement and anti-clockwise. When their sum will be 0? When clockwise movement and anti-clockwise movement are equal. This is nothing but principle of moment, according to which at equilibrium clockwise movement is always equal to anti-clockwise movement. For today I just stop here, and in the next lecture we will discuss the verification of principle of moment and other important topic of this chapter. Thank you.